me right behind. Tomorrow's the day my bride's gonna come. Oh, we gonna fly down in that easy chair. Oh, darling, please believe me, I'll never let you down. Believe me when I tell you I'll never do you no harm. Nights in white satin, never reaching the air. Letters I've written, never meaning to send. Not in church like normal folks, but in a margarita line. Found Jesus on a cruise ship, guess he likes that ocean breeze. But if you're looking for salvation, try the Lido deck at 3. If you're looking for salvation, try the Lido deck at 3. Raise your hands up! Raise them up!
With happy tunes. With happy tunes. With happy tunes. Woo! With happy tunes.
Do your thing.
Hey,
That was a wine
I was going
cork
to say, we had no
pop.
psst today.
That's right.
We had no psst. That was a wine
Cork pop.
And why do we have a wine cork pop?
Because we're at a winery.
Yes, 'cause
Wah.
today we are coming to you from 868 Estate Vineyards. Did I get that right, Tammy?
You got it right. You got
Tammy's
it right.
here with us, yeah.
Tammy's here to keep us straight. Tammy's here with Estate Vineyards.
Yeah.
868 Estate Vineyards, and she is going to tell us what wines we're going to be sampling today and along the way.
With our fantastic guests,
The
Hopeless Semantics from
Very good.
Dillsburg, Pennsylvania.
Yeah,
Yes.
Dillsburg, yeah. And we're going to
Drive through there all the time.
Yeah, we'll
We gotta fix those lights.
Oh boy,
We're not the first to complain.
Yeah.
But yeah, so we'll get to you guys in a
Yes.
minute though. First we got to get to the
Okay,
wine.
you
do
need
the
the
wine.
wine
All
after
right,
singing
we
all
need the
afternoon,
wine.
right?
Yeah.
These guys sang a
You're
lot.
thirsty.
And yeah, I'm sure you're thirsty.
Copperhead Road takes it out of you, man.
Oh, it does.
Yeah.
Okay.
So tell us what we got.
Okay, we'll start you all off with our Chardonnay. It is a gold medal winner in Virginia Governor's Cup, so seems lots of people like it then. And also some of our local Loudoun County awards. So it is not what folks think of when you think of a Chardonnay. A lot of folks think of the California style, heavy, oaky, buttery, creamy. Our winemaker makes it in the Chablis style, so a little bit lighter.
Okay.
Not as oaky, not as buttery, creamy, but I think you'll all enjoy. So I will pass one to you.
Well, hot diggity dog.
Thank you.
Okay.
Well, this is nice.
Hopefully nice and cool in your throats after the
By the way, it's a
singing, if you
beautiful
know.
summer day here. Absolutely stunning.
I'll pass it.
Okay.
Thank you.
There you go.
All right, very good. And what will our second one be? Because I know you can't hang around.
Unfortunately, I
you
can't.
actually have to work.
Yeah.
I know.
Yeah.
Unlike
Our
us.
second
folks.
one that you guys will have is our Cab Franc, and it also has won in the Loudoun County Wine Awards and Governor's Cup gold medals.
Wow.
So Cab Franc grows really well in Virginia, and I have to say I think we do a pretty fine job of growing it ourselves.
Yeah, it's kind of a Virginia wine.
It
grape.
is.
It
A
works
lot of
real
folks-
well in Virginia. I know that everybody has a Cab Franc and they all grow
A lot
because
of
it grows
places
well.
use it as a blend, but
Yeah.
in this area, they've found that it grows really well as
Yep.
a single varietal.
Yeah, that's really cool.
And I can just leave that behind you guys. I can
okay,
pass
okay.
it down.
Cool. Yeah, leave it.
Where everyone
Leave it there.
else
We
wants
got
it
it.
right here. You know what?
We'll get to it. We'll get to it.
And
I'll-
also just leave the
take one and
bottles
pass
right
it
there
down.
also
I'll grab
for
your
wherever
mic
it goes.
on the way out so you don't go to the bathroom and we hear you.
Oh, well,
Yeah,
I would not want that. That's why I made sure to do that before I came
That's
out.
happened.
She wanted muttering as she walked away.
Well, thank you guys, and have a
Exactly.
great
But
time
thank you,
up here.
Thank you, Tammy.
We appreciate
Thanks, Tammy.
that.
Absolutely. Thank you,
And
Tammy.
thanks again to 868 for hosting Estate. We'll talk a little bit more about them and their wines as we go here, but we need to introduce our guests. We've kind of dragged this out enough. We've dragged the start out enough. So, like Jerry said, Mike and Linda from
Yep.
Hopeless Semantics, and we're going to have them introduce themselves in a moment. But I want to start because in preparation for this, as people know who check out our podcast, I love checking out like useless facts and information and sharing that with y'all. So I asked AI, Gemini AI, the Google AI, about the term hopeless semantics, and this is the response I got. The phrase hopeless semantics generally refers to a dead-end argument about word choices or definitions. It points to a situation where the exact meaning of words becomes impossible to agree on, making any productive conversation utterly hopeless.
Yeah, pretty much. No.
But
That's really great, though. That's like, I mean, that's a very kind of, I don't know, mind-bending kind of thing. Like, we're not going to get anywhere with this conversation, okay? No matter how much we talk about
That's right.
it.
Yeah.
So we'll just sing and play music. Which
But Jerry's going to
to
actually do the introduction.
I am?
Yes, you are.
Dear
No,
God.
you're on, bud.
man.
Because
All right.
we researched.
That's right. Yes, we did.
We prepare for this shit. We
Yes.
don't just show up.
So, so this is really cool. This is you guys. What it says here will be looked up online, right?
Okay.
Because we trust online. We've seen you a million times. We love it.
Yeah.
Hopeless Semantics refers to a duo out of South Central Pennsylvania. Gig Salad website describes them this way: Linda Null, a dynamic and soulful vocalist with a voice reminiscent of Etta James and Janis Joplin, and Mike Slusser, a talented and gifted mandolin and guitar player, make up this well-loved South Central PA duo. Hopeless Semantics play a wide variety of Americana music, including classic rock, country, blues, folk, and bluegrass. They provide a very diverse and entertaining show with excellent banter,
That's true.
and awesome harmonies, Their repertoire for requests is outstanding, and they cover over 8 decades of music.
Yeah.
Now that is just the greatest, most accurate description of you guys that you could ever hope for. I mean, I read that and I was like, Jesus, they nailed it.
Yeah,
I
I
mean,
got to go pay Gig Salad for that.
right? I mean, we've seen you guys a bunch of times, you know, and that's that's how we got to know you and stuff, and you know, we've had so much fun, and you guys always bring the banter. All that is very true. It's a lot of fun, and we've recorded some of your stuff today, including some of the banter because it's a hoot. So we're so happy to have you here, and we thank you for taking the time. I know
Oh, it's our pleasure.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
But let's get to the truth. Where
Yeah.
did you come up with the band name?
Well, truth of the matter is,
U.S. Gemini AI. No.
I had the band name in my hip pocket for a long time.
Your favorite pocket?
Yeah, and I mean, I just hung on to it because I didn't get in a situation where I thought it was the right name for it. Like I didn't want that for a full band. I thought that was too much for a full band.
Yeah.
And Linda being very intellectual and having a very similar sarcastic sense of humor that I do, I thought, boy, if there was ever a band name that I've been carrying around that was perfect for the duo, it's Hopeless Semantics, because we both really enjoy wordplay.
Okay.
We're both very sarcastic, and we like turning a phrase around, and innuendo, and as you say, banter is a part of our brand, really. And so it just seemed like a natural fit for this duo.
Yeah.
And you know what I tell people?
What?
After they've seen us on stage for a while, try to guess which one is the hopeless part of that.
We've heard you say
Yeah, we've heard you say that. Yeah.
I feel attacked.
Nope.
You know,
Nobody puts Mike in a corner. That's right.
That's right. Put in a complaint with HR.
She'll fire me.
But you know, Jerry, you know, kind of read the review of your music and stuff. And how would you describe yourselves? How would you describe your music?
Well, very similar. The whole the dynamic is, I've been playing music for a very long time, both professionally and as an amateur musician. Linda came into this very late in life, and we have very diverse backgrounds and tastes in music. We have intersections, like a classic Venn diagram, I guess.
Yeah.
But because of the diversity of each of our individual tastes, we are able to provide that large spread of different genres of music and different decades of music, old stuff, new stuff. I found in the 90s when I was playing music that so many musicians only play from their high school years.
Yeah.
Or when they graduated, or within, I used to say
from
at a
the
bar.
glory days, right?
I used to say,
Exactly.
as a barroom musician, you can look at a crowd and go, within 4 years of when they graduated, before and after, is their magic set list.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's their,
Yeah.
when they're aware of what's popular, and then they stop becoming aware because life intrudes, they get married, they go to work, and whatever.
They have
The worst part
kids.
is when you
Right,
have
all of
kids.
that.
And then that goes into the whole black
there's
hole.
like,
Exactly.
There's
You
like
really
a
do.
black hole when the kids are young.
Yeah.
It's like, and then you come out of it and you're like,
I missed all the
I missed everything that happened.
music and movies.
Yeah.
Well, and neither one of us has kids.
Right.
okay.
So
You
Well,
never
that
got
was
to the
a-
black hole.
I made a conscious effort to stay current with what was going on. Not necessarily to chase constantly staying up with the radio, but there's so many good songs that would come out, and a lot of my friends who are contemporaries or older than me would miss them, and I would play them, and they go, "Where did you find that song?"
Yeah.
And it's like, because you have to keep listening. You can't stop
Yeah,
yourself
and
from
Jerry does.
being aware.
I've noticed that with you guys. That's what impressed me the most, was that you stay very current. And my question is, how do you, what do you listen to get that currency?
can I tell them?
Yeah.
I watch Grey's Anatomy. No.
Well,
She gets a ton of her stuff.
There's a lot of Indian
yeah.
music and a
Yeah,
lot
well,
of music
yes.
that they play in the background on a lot of those medical shows.
Yeah.
Yeah, and movies, tracks,
And-
movie
Yeah.
tracks.
It always kills him when I come up with a song. He says, "Where did you hear that? Grey's Anatomy
Yeah,
or
yeah.
some other show on TV?" But
Yeah.
And do you know why that is? I happen to know why that is.
Okay.
Is
Why
it-
Because
is
the
that, Jerry?
TV shows
Enlighten us.
and the TV shows and the movies they love indie artists because they can go to indie artists and get their music for a couple $1,000.
Yep.
Right.
As opposed to Taylor Swift or somebody's going to pay $1 million for that cut, and they find a piece that works great with the scene, and they were happy to work with indie artists. It's a great place for
Right.
indie artists to actually make a good amount of money on their music, unlike Spotify.
True. Plus, I think a lot of the younger directors they have their own pet set list. Or song list, the playlist that they want to play off of.
Yeah.
Like James Gunn, he does a classic periods of rock and roll, and he keeps doing throwbacks to that.
Yeah.
And so I think everybody has their favorites, and they insert them into the music.
Yeah,
For the
that's cool
background,
though.
for the
I
movies
always
and-
wondered how you stay current, because I listen to a lot of Sirius XM and stuff, and a
that
lot of the
helps, too.
stuff I hear is like, oh yeah, like that Billy String song, whatever it is. That you're staying real current with some of the newer stuff, and plus you play the older stuff too.
Well, we play. I've got a nice pool table in my basement, and when he comes over and we play pool, we turn on Sirius XM
Yeah,
radio.
yeah.
And it was one of those evenings that we were playing pool that Billy Strings did "Kill the Lily."
Yeah.
There's the Billy
That's-
Strings song.
yeah.
Yeah, we
we're
were
gonna be
talking. We
playing.
wanted to learn one. We didn't know which one we wanted
Yeah.
to do,
Yeah.
and that came on. I was like, "That's the
That's
one."
a great one. Yeah, I love
and
that song.
and it has gone over with audience and surprised them many times. People look at us.
Yeah, right.
How do you
and know Billy Strings?
They assume it's going to be a certain kind of music or a certain era of music based on our age, and my appearance is like, I used to have a good time making people kind of like whiplash, because we would go from Hank Williams to Rush.
Yeah, I love that.
You know?
That's
Yeah.
one of the things I think is great about you guys, is that
thank you.
there's this great variety of different songs, and you put your own little stamp on them, and they cross, so many decades, but they're also current. They're I mean, I think that's cool, and I really applaud that. I think that's a
just
great thing to do.
the show you guys did today that you just wrapped up. We sat here and watched Mad World. You guys did an awesome version of Mad World.
Isn't that neat?
Yeah,
I love that,
actually, we recorded it.
Yeah.
Plug some of it.
All around me are familiar faces, worn out places, worn out faces, brightened early for their daily races, going nowhere, going nowhere. Their tears are filling up their glasses. No expression, no expression. Hiding my head, I wanna drown my sorrow. No tomorrow, no tomorrow. And I find it kind of funny, find it kind of sad. Dreams in which I'm dying are the best I've ever had. it hard to tell you, find it hard to take. People run in circles, it's a very, very bad world. Bad world.
Well, I have a fun story about that. When I was in college up in Allentown at Muhlenberg College, there was a young lady there who played acoustic guitar and sang. She was very, very good. Her name was Holly. She's really great. And she would play, that song was new, but she took that song and made it her own. And to this day, that's Holly's song. It's not Tears for Fears. Holly owns that song.
Sure.
'Cause she really, just with an acoustic, it's such a great song. You don't need much with it, and Holly just rocked it. So so
Cool.
way to
What was
go,
your
Holly.
favorite song you played today?
Yeah.
Today, let's see, what was my favorite thing we did today? Gee, that's hard because I like a lot of different things that we do. I particularly, and we've polished some of these tunes along the way, added things to them, and so that keeps them fresh for us. We've been doing Zombie like since we started. It's been a most requested song for her. She was doing it before we started our duo, and I play it on the 12th string to accompany her keys, and then I added the signature lick recently. And that just is fun for me. And Mad World's another one where there's some signature parts that we added to it. And every time we're able to pull off something like that live, that plus the stuff with the harmonies, those are my favorite things to do.
That's
so I don't know, those two are probably my favorite today.
All right.
Awesome.
Let's pause 1 second here.
Yeah.
Okay.
Let's taste this wine. Let's talk about it.
I've been.
Yeah, let's taste this
let's
one.
do
It's
that.
good.
Yeah.
Because
It's
Before we
quite
get into
good.
the rest,
we're yakking.
It's not a like she said, it's not your standard. It's pretty good.
No, I'm not a Chardonnay guy.
Yeah, and
I
I'm
actually
not
a
like
Chardonnay
this.
guy, and I
actually
like this, too.
Yeah, I don't like oaky.
Yeah,
I don't
okay.
like oaky.
All right.
I like
take a quick look at the note on this one. Yeah, this is a gold medal winner in the Governor's Cup here in Virginia.
That's
yeah.
nicely done.
Yeah, and so again, for everybody listening, we're at the 868 Estate Vineyards. I want to take a look at some of my notes here real quick. I mean, the vibe here is incredible.
It's great.
Oh, beautiful
And look
venue.
behind us.
Oh,
look
yeah,
at
look
this
at-
incredible.
Yeah, if you're
I'll get on the way.
if you're listening on video, you just gotta look at the vineyard.
Imagine
the
the
hills.
most beautiful pastoral scene you've ever seen.
That's right.
And if you're not, looking at us on video, go YouTube and look at the video. Okay.
There you go.
All right. So, but it's located at 14001 Harpers Ferry Road in Purcellville, Virginia.
Yeah, which is odd.
Which is odd because Purcellville is like a weird.
It's like
shape.
an octopus.
Yeah,
It's like got
like-
tendrils that go out in different directions.
Yeah,
It is a very strange township.
But the address is Purcellville. But yeah, it's here in Loudoun County. It was established in 2012. 3 families bought the farm here. Not
Not I like that.
Bad choice of words, my
Three
friend.
That's why the flowers come up so
purchased a. Thank you.
There you go.
Purchased a farm
The
here.
estate.
And they had this vision of creating a
why
place
it's an
where people
estate
could come
winery.
together, enjoy wine, music, and food and art, and they've done it.
Yeah.
And so
absolutely.
that was like 2012, and today they produce over 4,000 cases of wine annually.
Wow.
And we're tasting their Chardonnay.
And you
like
can see
said,
the vines right behind us.
Yeah,
I
the
mean,
vines
this
are
is
right
just
behind us,
all
yeah.
the vines stretch as far as you
Gorgeous.
can see. I mean, they look fantastic. Yeah.
and that's good. And I am not a big Chardonnay
This is
guy.
very
It's not
good.
bad. This is
No,
really
I'm more
good.
of
I
a
like it.
Sauvignon Blanc. We drank their Sauvignon Blanc earlier today while we were watching you guys play.
Yeah.
That's
And-
why we sounded so good.
No.
No, you sounded good even before we opened the bottle. But yeah, their wine here is very good.
Very good.
Very
Yep.
good.
And then they have a big festival coming up on Labor Day.
Yeah, I got
Which
some,
is coming
I got
up
some notes
soon.
on that. We can get to that.
Yeah,
a
we'll
little
get to
bit.
that in a bit. Just
We'll
wanna
get to that
drop
with the
that
second.
mention. Yeah.
Get to that with the second tasting. Let's get back to Mike and Linda and the Hopeless Semantics here. So let's go rewind way back and get
Okay.
into your background.
All right.
So each of you, I don't know who wants to go first. Ladies first. Let's
Okay.
go first. Tell us about where were you born? Where were you raised? What was it like there?
Why are you like this?
Why am I like
Why are you like? Yeah, this is the therapy session part of our episode.
I am a Yooper. I was
Okay.
born in Upper Peninsula,
Upper Peninsula.
Michigan, in a town called Manistee.
Okay.
Wow.
And we were at a gig one time. Remember, I announced that, and this woman said, "I'm from Manistee. I live there now." And it's like, wow, it really is a small world.
Okay. Yeah, we have a friend who lives up in Michigan,
Yep.
and that's how I learned what Uber
Uber is,
meant,
yeah.
because his wife was originally from there. He was from Pennsylvania. He
Yeah.
was my roommate in college.
Yeah.
And we actually had him on a previous
He did a
episode.
podcast.
He did a podcast.
He's a Navy guy, submarine guy, and
submarine.
nuclear guy.
Yeah,
like,
very cool.
He's awesome. Yeah.
Yeah, but so that's how I learned the term Uber, and I knew what it meant when you said it.
Look at that.
Yeah. Anyway.
Super
But
world.
my dad was a pilot, and we moved around a lot. So
Oh,
we
okay.
left
Air Force,
there and
Navy?
went to
Army?
commercial.
Oh, commercial
oh, wow.
pilot. Okay.
So, and then he went to work for the FAA. So we
Okay.
moved from Michigan, and we went to Wichita when he took the job with Federal Aviation Administration. And then he got transferred to Kansas City, and then he got transferred to Texas. And so
Where in Texas?
Azle, Fort Worth, Dallas area.
Okay.
I used to go down there for work quite a bit. I have a brother-in-law and sister-in-law that live down there in the Fort Worth area. Yeah.
Yeah. So when people say, "Where are you from?" it's like
Everywhere.
everywhere.
I've been everywhere.
I
Yeah, there you
think
go.
officially now
Johnny
I have
C.
lived in Pennsylvania longer than I've lived anywhere else because
Now that's what I'm talking about.
I hit Pennsylvania in 1995.
And
Actually,
she
I've
got
been-
stuck there like everybody else does.
We've both been in Virginia longer than we've
been in
were
Pennsylvania, yeah.
at this
Really?
point,
Yeah, we grew up in Whitehall, Pennsylvania.
Yeah.
I think we told you about this earlier.
Yeah.
We grew up together in Whitehall, Pennsylvania, and both left after college.
Yep.
I went to Penn State.
I went down to
Muhlenberg.
university.
Yay, Penn State.
Yeah,
I went
Penn State.
to Muhlenberg, and then I went to graduate school at UMD, University of Maryland College
Mm-hmm.
Park. So I went to grad school there, and then got
Grad
got
school
jobs,
in what? area?
radio, television, and film.
Okay, I
Yes.
wondered. That's all.
And so
That's why I
but we've
can
been
do all
living in
these
Virginia,
Cool.
Virginia since 86, 87, yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
Nice.
Yeah,
So when
we-
did you go to Pennsylvania?
1995.
1995.
My late husband and I moved down here in 1995.
Okay.
And
And was that
we
Dillsburg?
both took jobs with Penn State.
Oh, no kidding.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
Okay.
that's funny.
Hey,
And that's
we
when we moved
are,
to Dillsburg. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, absolutely.
Interesting.
Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah.
very cool.
So what'd you do there at Penn State?
I taught.
Oh, okay. So
I-
tell us about it.
She smacked kids with rulers.
That's right.
Well, I won't bore you with everything, but when I was going to school, I couldn't really decide what I wanted to do. So I got a bachelor's in English and a bachelor's in math and a master's in math and a master's in education and a master's in computer science.
Underachiever
and a PhD
there,
in
yeah.
computer science because it's like, what am I going to do? So when we
Everything.
when we came to Penn State, I could have taught math or computer science or whatever, and I did a little bit of both. But then I ended up settling into computer science, and then while I was at Penn State, I was program chair and the graduate program coordinator, and doing all
Okay.
sorts of
Computer
interesting stuff like
science.
that. in
She
computer science.
literally wrote the book.
I did. I've written
Look at the
several
big
books.
brain on Linda
Wait,
over
you've
there.
written several books on
Yes.
computer science.
Yes.
All right.
Yeah.
And so
And-
wait, what years were you there at Penn State?
1995 to 2022 when I retired.
1995 to 2022.
That's
okay.
a long stretch.
Yeah, so you were, well, I graduated there in 86, but my wife graduated there in 93.
Yeah.
So,
Wow.
No overlap.
yeah, no overlap.
Just missed.
Just
missed,
missed.
yeah.
Just have one thing to say. That nippy lion, man.
Would you get that bug off his back, please?
Oh, was it one of those?
Oh, you got a lantern fly.
It's a lantern
hanging
fly.
out.
That's, you know what?
He was crawling up your.
I kill them every time I see them. That's why they're
Yep.
after me. So,
Yeah.
Yeah, they
it's
know.
You're on the
They
list.
know.
I am
they
on
know.
the
You're on
yeah,
the
oh
list.
yeah.
You're on the murder
I kill a lot of them.
But no, so I
No
mean,
mercy.
I loved it at Penn State, and I miss teaching.
Hmm?
Desperately miss the students and the faculty, but it's all his fault.
Oh, okay.
Tell him why it's your fault.
Well,
Yeah.
Yeah. So, as to how we met, I was running an open mic in Dillsburg,
Okay.
and she was playing
In Dillsburg, Pennsylvania.
In Dillsburg, Pennsylvania.
Yep.
Can you imagine?
Yep.
Right on 15, the open mic
Yeah.
was,
Yep.
and
Well,
and that bar has since closed. There's a long history of. This is a place I used to play that's not there anymore.
Yeah,
This is a place
yeah,
I used to
right.
play. It's under its third management.
Yeah.
You stay in the music business. That's a common theme.
True.
But I was running an open mic every Thursday, and she came in with her then partner, and then he didn't want to come back every week, but she did, and she kept coming back, and she was learning to play guitar. She had mostly been singing and doing keys in the duo that they played in, and she was teaching herself to play guitar. She wanted to expand, and so she would come to my open mic, and she would play by herself, and then I would accompany her because I was the host. I had the
Covered up
mandolin.
all of my mistakes.
And she said, boy, we sound good together. And then when her then partner decided he wanted to go and do something else, she had gigs to that she was committed to that she couldn't do, and so I helped her out, and that's how we got started, and that was 2.5 years ago, all but 3.
Yeah.
And so now here we are, and we're getting married next month.
Whoa!
Congratulations!
Wow! Breaking news right here.
Big
You heard it
surprise
first.
to me.
Yeah, really big surprise to
We
him.
need that news sound when there's breaking news.
Wait.
Not on his bingo card.
I have the horn from the
Oh, sweet.
soccer game.
Well, it's interesting because I never did music before.
Right.
I mean, my husband was really sick. Long story short, a friend came over. He played guitar for him and sang to him when he was so sick.
Yeah.
And I started singing the song, and his friend said, "Wow, you can sing." And I said,
Yeah.
"Okay, whatever." And then when he passed away, I decided I was going to learn how to play bass guitar.
Okay.
And so I went to the blues jam in High Spire, and I was petrified to play bass guitar because I'd never played a guitar before. And the waitress said, "Why don't you sing?" And I said, "I can't sing." I got up there, and that was the start of all of this.
Yeah.
Shows how much you know.
Yeah.
You're big brain and all. You can sing just
I'm
fine.
supposed to be the smart one.
You can sing just fine.
Yeah, I'm supposed to be the smart one, but he talked me into retiring from my cushy job.
Yeah, I said leave that tenured professor job and come be an itinerant.
See the world.
Yeah, exactly.
And she bought it.
So hey, you thought that was a good idea.
Sometimes we have lapses of judgment.
And now she works twice as hard.
But you're having fun though, right?
I love
you guys
it.
Love
Absolutely
it, right?
love it.
There you
That's
go.
so great.
I
shows.
I think we both love what we do, and I think that's. I'm glad it shows.
Oh,
Did you get it?
there it is.
Yeah.
Little
Thank you.
guy. Yep.
Well, it's the danger of recording out here in the wilderness.
I like outside though. I love to
Me too.
record outside.
Yeah.
First off, it sounds great because there's nothing reflecting off of anything, and it's beautiful, and you hear bugs and you hear nature, and I think it's great.
Yeah.
cars in the
And
background.
typically you hear a lawnmower.
Or a lawnmower,
Every time we start to record,
a leaf
somebody
blower.
comes by with a leaf blower or a
Oh
lawnmower.
my God!
Not today.
Not today though.
Shh, you just jinxed
Yeah,
it.
not yet. Not yet.
It's like saying the R word.
Some idiot's gonna come down with a tractor.
Yeah. We didn't hear about where'd you start out?
Well, I was born in the South. I was born in Boiling Springs, Pennsylvania,
Okay.
which is a very small town. Has
Yeah, I
the
know
distinction
Boiling
of being the exact midpoint of the Appalachian Trail.
Okay.
Yep.
We used to see trail hikers go through all the time.
Yep.
And I was born and raised there, didn't move away for the first 17 years of my life. Graduated from high school there. Didn't know what I wanted to do. Knew I wanted to just get out and see the world. So the Army recruiter came by in my senior year, and I decided...
They draft the white trash first around here anyway.
They do. They do.
Volunteered for them on my birthday. Grab the white trash first round here in me. Headed towards the duty in the Vietnam. I came home with a brand new plan. I'd take the sea from Colombia and Mexico. Just playing them up a holler down Copperhead Road. Now the dead got a chopper in the air. Boys up screaming like I'm back over there. I heard a thing or two from Charlie, don't you know? Better stay away from Copperhead Road. Hey! Ha! Huh! Ow!
Thank God.
I decided, well, that's a possibility because I didn't have money for college. My parents couldn't afford it. I wasn't doing well enough to be a scholarship
Yep.
possibility. So I was like, well, that's a way to get out and see the world. And if I do want to go to college, there's
They'll
a
pay
GI
for it.
Bill and all
Yeah,
that.
yeah, good deal.
So I enlisted, and I went to Monterey, California, to the Defense Language Institute.
Oh, okay.
And I held a top secret security clearance for 10 years.
Okay.
And was in military intelligence, and I enjoyed it. But after 6 years of watching the way the government operated, I said, I'm getting that guy.
Well, you ought to see how it operates now.
Yeah.
Or
I'm
doesn't,
very
or
aware. Or doesn't.
Yeah.
I started playing music around the campfire. My family used to do black powder reenactment.
Oh, no
And my
kidding.
brother
Wow.
is to this day one of the premier gunsmiths in the country.
Oh, wow.
He's
Okay.
phenomenally talented. His name's William Slusser.
Okay.
And
Dropping names
his
now.
guns are phenomenal. They go for up to $100,000.
Wow. Okay.
So
Does he do a lot of business in like Gettysburg area?
he now lives in Kentucky, right up against the Boone National Forest.
Okay, gotcha.
He moved down there a few years ago, bought some mountain land. But anyway, so we used to go to these black powder rendezvous in the summertime when I was a kid. And that's where I first started playing guitar and singing around the campfire and entertaining people.
Yep.
And all during the next 10 years of my life or so, music stayed with me, but I wasn't thinking about doing it for a living.
Yeah.
And then in 1990, after a DUI, I decided I was going to be sober, and I was going through the recovery process, and I was like, well, what do I want to do? I didn't like my day job. I was just warehousing and, just spinning my wheels. I've been out of the Army, but had no direction.
Right.
And a friend said, well, what do you want to do? What do you love? And I said, well, I love music. And I would go and sit in the bar stool and watch somebody else play and say, I could do that, but I didn't have the courage to do it.
Yeah.
And I didn't want to be the guy that had to drink to get his courage.
Yeah.
Because we all see how that goes.
Yeah.
Great for the first set, and then
it
there's
doesn't help you playing at all.
It doesn't.
Yep.
No, it doesn't.
And then you hope the audience is drinking more than you
Yeah.
are.
Yeah, and I've been
We've
seen
seen
that.
so many
Yeah,
musicians do that.
yeah. So many wonderful
drinkers.
ones. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, we had
Yeah.
in my punk band. We're going to do a little two episodes on it, but
Later in
the
this
main the lead singer was a little older than us, and he was a terrible alcoholic, and
Yeah.
he would be good for the
It's
first
so
set, and by the
it's such a
second
shame.
set he
Yep.
just mumbled and babbled and drooled, and it was awful. It just tore us apart. It was not
Yeah.
good.
So
He's no longer with us.
my fear of being that guy
Yeah.
kept me from doing music. And when I got sober, it was about 10 months into sobriety, and I decided there was a guy who owned a mom and pop music store in Mechanicsburg, Pennsylvania, and he said, go to an open mic. Go play
Yeah.
in front of people. And I did, and they liked it. And I was
There
like,
you go.
surprise, surprise. But I had already known 400 songs in my head by the time that I went to my first open mic.
Okay.
Hit this whole thing about knowing all this stuff in his head.
Yeah, then this day and
That's the
age,
best way to
everybody
do it, though.
uses
But he
their
knows
phone or a
like
tablet.
1,200 songs.
That's crazy. Yeah.
The lyrics,
Yeah.
the chords,
Yeah.
the capo positions, all the rhythm, all that's in his
Yeah,
head.
that's
Yeah.
crazy.
Not
Yeah.
me.
Yeah, so
Who am I?
I'm with you. I use the iPad.
Yeah.
I gotta see. I gotta refresh.
I don't need it for everything. I just need it as a refresher.
I do. I
Yeah.
just
glance
need to.
down,
okay,
look at the
got
lyrics,
it.
and then I'm
Yeah.
good. Yes.
yeah, well, that's why
But
you interact well with the
when he
audience.
has trouble, he just looks at me and says, "What are the next?"
Yeah.
It happens.
That's nice. Yeah, oh, it does. It totally
Yeah.
does. Yeah.
Well-
Even when you've sung a million times, you're like, oh crap, I just spaced on it.
Oh, yeah.
Especially the older you get.
And this is what I tell her not to worry about it because, it's live music. People wanted it perfect,
true.
they would just hire a DJ.
Yeah, that's true.
exactly.
That's very
so
true.
I prefer music that has the possibility of mistakes.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Because
Yeah.
at least it's real and it's
Well,
honest.
also
Yeah.
you could add a new twist to it. You could
Oh
just
yeah,
take it in
I've
a
made
whole
up
other
words.
direction.
I've
right?
made up words on the
Yeah.
spot. So is she.
So what? It's great. I think it's fun.
And if you hit the wrong note, it's a passing tone. You just climb to the next one.
Yes, and if you-
I actually like the improvisational nature of things. I'd like to
Sure.
actually do some shows where I just sing. I make up half the song.
oh, I've seen
While
people
you're
do
sitting
that.
yeah,
Yeah.
just right off the cut and just make up a song and go.
Isn't
Free
that how all
association,
songs
a
are
little
written?
Bob Dylan.
Yeah, but you know what I mean. Like it'd be kind of cool. I mean,
Yeah.
it sounds a little scary, but I don't know. It sounds like a lot of fun to me.
One-
Well, Frank Zappa had the greatest thing.
Oh, sure.
He's like,
Oh,
he
my
said, how come you don't play the same solo the way you recorded it? Because he says, number one, the
already
band might
did.
not be vibing that way,
Right.
that particular night, and I want to play something that grooves with the band at that moment. And secondly, it's boring.
Right.
He's awesome. I mean,
Yeah.
that's just cool stuff.
Absolutely. The great jazz mandolin player David Grisman once said that he was writing for Fret's magazine as a contributing columnist,
Yeah.
and he said the only difference between improvisation and composition is time.
Yeah.
So when you play a solo, you're writing it on the spot.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, exactly.
Which I work that way too. I don't want to memorize the solo. I want to
Right.
play whatever solo makes
Oh,
sense at that
yeah.
particular time.
Even when there's a signature lick, I
I want to
often
mess
vary
with it.
that.
Yeah, I don't want
yeah.
it to be the same. I want to mess with it. I'm with you.
Make it your own.
Yeah, I
Oh,
don't.
we try to do that.
I think that's fantastic. That gives
Well,
it a
it
good
lives and
flavor.
breathes.
Yeah,
and
it's
that's
nice.
what makes it
Agreed.
interesting.
Yep.
Yeah.
Agreed.
So you guys play such a wide variety of music and span such, I think like, what did it say, eight
decades, yeah.
Easily.
Is there? Do you have a favorite? I mean, what do you like to play?
Yeah.
That's really hard.
If you're just sitting at home and you pick up your guitar, what do you like to play?
Well, okay, so I'll preface that my answer for that with this. I spent 17 years living in Nashville, Tennessee.
Okay.
And I played on the street as well as playing in the bars and doing all that stuff, the writers' nights. I logged about 27,000 hours as a street performer in Nashville.
Okay.
With just me and the mandolin.
Wow.
And I played 7 hours a day, 6 days a week. And I paid my rent. I fed myself. There was no handouts involved. It was all off of street performing.
That's amazing.
And so
That's pretty amazing.
in the process, you figure out that you love a lot of different. My taste in music is so broad because there were different eras when I was into this and different eras within that. So I've been collecting these songs for 40 plus years.
Yeah.
You know, so there are some songs that I will come back to all the time. There are some artists that always appeal to me, but it's difficult to pin anything down because I like Rush and Led Zeppelin, but I also like Steve Earle and I like bluegrass and I like Neil Young. I mean, like singer-songwriters, but I like hardcore country like Merle Haggard and Willie Nelson. You know, I mean, I like
Johnny
all of
Cash,
that. Everything,
stuff, yeah.
everything to me. Somebody once said there's only two kinds of music, good and bad, and the only thing that separates them is how honest it is, how much heart the performer is putting into it.
Yeah, that's a good way to put it. Yeah.
Really, for me, that's the bottom line.
Yeah, that's why I'm not enamored with pop because a lot of it just doesn't have the heart.
There's no heart.
I like the heart. That's why I like the punk. I like. I like stuff that
they're selling a package or an image. They're not selling
It's a
the art.
brand.
It's right.
It's a package. Yeah.
As I used to get interviewed all the time on the street, there'd be a lot of Christian groups or whatever, and they'd have kids, and they send them out with a paper and ask these questions, you know. And one of them was, what do you think of the music industry? And I always said, as soon as you put music and industry together,
you got a problem.
There are two terms that mean two different things.
Yeah.
Industry is a product, music is an art form. And as soon as you're selling the art form as a product, you dilute
That's
it.
a great answer.
You dilute it.
Really a great answer. That's very good.
Because it has to appeal to the widest variety in order to make it something that makes a profit.
Yeah, exactly.
Anyway,
I was going to say that's an easier question for me to answer, I think, than you, because if I'm singing, it's got to be the blues.
She loves it.
I love the blues. That's how I got started. If I'm playing, it's probably something that's finger-picked, singer-songwriter kind of thing, like Blaze Foley or even Stevie Nicks' Landslide, because I find I finger-pick a lot better than I do anything else.
Well, Lindsey Buckingham's one hell of a finger picker.
I think I did a pretty good job of keeping up with
Sure
it.
You did a fine job today.
Yeah, that's fun stuff. He was good. Lindsey's something. So that's great.
And you guys do some originals too. You did an
Oh,
original today.
by the way, that was a lot of fun. And I'm big on originals. I want to promote your originals.
Jesus on a
cruise ship.
Yep, that was awesome.
Oh, that was fun. That was really fun. I can't wait to hear your record when your album when you put it.
It's going to be a lot of fun. We're having fun doing it. She's never been in a studio before. No. I've been in a studio a lot for other people's projects where I played as a side mandolin or guitar or whatever. So this is the first time that I've gone in specifically to do. I've done like a demo CD and that's about it in the past. And so it's going to be a lot of fun to have a CD of her originals and my originals and perform together. And she's getting the ideas like, okay, we can do this because there's only so much you can do live, but we can add so many things in the studio that your imagination is just running.
You're going to learn so much about your voice when you really listen to it in a studio.
She never believes that she's as good as she is.
You are going to learn, but you're going to learn so much about how to control your voice and all the good and what not to do and what to do. It's mind-blowing how much you will learn just by having those headphones on and recording over and over again. You're gonna love it. You're gonna be like, oh, you're gonna come out of that like, I know how to sing now. I mean, you do know how to sing, but you're gonna learn all these facets of your voice that you just didn't know because you can't hear them when you're singing there. You can't hear them.
That's very true.
You just can't.
And so when is your originals CD coming out?
Hopefully this fall.
Yeah, we're just now in the recording process, so it's going to be a while yet.
We've layered some songs. Which
You need a banjo player, call me.
Oh, there you go. We just need to add
Can we do the banjo player jokes?
And some fiddle and
I don't know, man. We only have an afternoon to go through here. If we get into the banjo player jokes, that's going to be a while.
Okay, maybe not.
Hey now.
All right, one real quick one.
Okay,
ready?
No,
Yeah,
just
go
one.
ahead.
Just one.
Come on, I want to hear it.
What's the difference between a dead frog in the middle of the road, and a banjo player in the middle of the road.
You don't know.
I don't know. What is it?
The frog was probably on his way to a gig.
Oh, I'm going to prove you wrong, my friend. I'm not playing any guitar. I'm only playing banjo,
Only
mandolin, and ukulele. That is it.
Moving right along. So speaking of gigs, what best memory and worst memory?
Yeah, best gig and worst
Can we
gig.
start with worst memory?
Worst gig.
worst gig.
Yeah,
The one-
gig from hell.
No, the one with when the tent disappeared.
Oh, I don't know. That's not the worst one I've been.
Oh,
That was her.
Oh,
That might be on her worst.
Well, she can have hers, and you
Yeah,
have yours.
I've played a lot more, so there's
there
been
you
a
go.
lot of bad ones.
Yeah.
yeah, I mean, we set up for this gig. We had the sound perfect, and then we saw it's kind of like mountains like that, and we saw the storm coming in. It's
Yeah.
like we need to pack up.
Run.
Stuff. And then that wind, it was a microburst.
Yeah.
I mean, he doesn't live too far away from where we were, and it took out his barn door. It just caved the whole thing.
It looked like somebody ran into the
blew
barn.
the satellite dish off of the
Oh,
roof,
my
but
goodness.
Knocked down a privacy fence, all kinds of stuff.
it took our pop-up and it smashed his guitars and
Oh, that's the worst.
Knocked him over.
that's why I thought it was the worst
Yeah,
gig.
that's pretty bad. Those are your
Especially his
friends,
new
man.
resonator,
Yeah,
man.
no. Okay, so
That somebody was so sweet to get for him.
Uh-huh.
Oh.
In Hagerstown, Maryland.
yeah,
Yo, you picked up an Hagerstown, Maryland?
Yeah.
beard
That's a
beard
nice-
acoustics.
that's a nice
yeah,
guitar.
it's
It's a
fantastic.
beautiful.
Actually,
Yeah, it's
we're
really
going to be up
cool.
in Hagerstown, Maryland a week from now.
You need to-
Recording a podcast up there.
You
Yeah.
need to
Sweet.
stop by. You need to stop by and check out guitars.
I will.
Yeah,
I
you
will.
need
I
to
have
for
not been
sure.
in there.
You
Yeah, I
need to
will.
for sure.
I
Beer,
need to
Paul
get in there.
Beard.
All right, can I say my
beard,
worst?
okay.
Yeah.
Worst
oh,
gig?
I know which one your worst
No,
is.
you probably don't.
Oh, is that the one where somebody got shot?
No,
Oh,
no.
that's pretty bad.
That's pretty bad.
Okay, so I
Could be even worse if it was you, right?
Yeah.
I was playing every Sunday, first shift of the day at Robert's Western World in Nashville on Lower Broadway, and I had a bluegrass band. And our banjo player was from Ireland.
Banjo.
Banjo player.
Troublemakers.
Well, listen to this.
Okay, this is how much of a troublemaker this guy was. So we're in the middle of the show, and a guy comes over to the side of the stage, and I'm talking to the audience. He has the banjo player lean down and says something to him. The banjo player, without saying anything to me, he takes the banjo off his shoulder, puts it in a case, walks off the stage, and walks to the back of the room. And there's a rear exit upstairs.
What the
and
hell?
he hands the banjo to the bartender, who's a friend of his, and he goes out the door with this guy. So what is going on?
just happened
Did
here?
you just make a drug deal in the middle of the show? What's going on?
Oh my.
Turns out, Martin had been in the country and overstayed visa. He's from Ireland,
no.
and he got busted for smoking pot in the alley, and he didn't show up at his court date because he would be deported.
Right.
So what happens? The other
bad.
people he was playing in a band with put up bail for him when he didn't show for the thing. They got mad and called a bounty hunter. So I had my banjo player stolen
Shit,
by a bounty hunter in the middle of the show.
That's pretty good. Yeah.
Okay,
Good one.
That's outlaw country right there.
That wouldn't happen with me.
that tops the microburst blowing everything over.
Yeah, that's pretty good,
That
yeah.
does top the microverse.
Oh, definitely.
All right, so
Definitely.
best
Oh
gig.
my gosh.
Wow, I've had a lot of really good ones too.
We've had some really good ones lately. We
How about
have.
best together?
Oh yeah, Best
Yeah.
Together
Yeah,
might have
let's
been
do
last
that.
night.
Last night was really
Really?
good.
Where were you
Yeah.
listening?
Can we say?
Yeah, sure.
It's another winery.
That's okay.
It's well away from here.
Yeah, that's true. It's Royal Winery in Harrisburg.
Okay.
And they have this beautiful courtyard and this big stage. And we've played there before, and it's usually not very many people. And there was so many people there, and they made tons of requests and just so interactive. They were singing along. They were
Yeah.
dancing.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, we had people
It was
dancing.
it just, and when you do something like that, it just, that's why you
That's
play
good.
music.
Yeah,
It is,
great.
yeah. I
People
love
respond. That's what you want.
it. Little kids dancing,
Yeah.
or
Yeah.
coming up, you
Yeah,
know, and
that's good.
yeah. And we like to be interactive, as you guys know.
Yeah.
We'll play a scripted first set, and then we'll go out and ask for
Yeah,
requests.
yeah.
And we pretty much spend the rest
And you
of the
took my
show doing
You
requests.
took my request for Turn the Page today.
Yeah.
Appreciate
And
it.
we've never done that before.
I know.
That was great.
Yeah.
Now here I am on the road again. There I am up on the stage. Here I go, playing the star again. There I go, turning the page.
But she enjoyed it, and so when we might work that up with her playing the sax
Electric
part
piano
on
and the sax
yeah,
part.
yeah.
Yeah, because there is that cool.
Oh, yeah.
There is that cool piano
Yeah.
part in there.
If I can get the keyboard to mimic it, I'll do it.
You'll do it.
Keyboard
She's
patches.
very good with keyboards.
She is.
The keyboards are fantastic and awful at the same time because the controlling it, remembering all the programming details, and keeping that in your head, that's the hardest thing. She
Well,
has,
that's why
she has
you
a million
got a
notes.
programmer.
Yes.
Or a computer
Right.
scientist. I should
That's
say.
what she
Sorry.
does.
That's why I have a tablet. Notes in it. Set the guitar at 25. Set this at 10.
Yep.
Set this at 6. And put the split right here.
Yeah.
Guess what time it is?
It's time for the second
It's
round.
time for the second round. So while I'm getting
That's
that going, I
wine
want
time.
you guys to talk about your strangest experience or oddest
Yeah,
situation.
weirdness.
And I'll
Yeah, that's a good
reach
one.
back
actually.
here
Yeah.
and get the.
Something,
thinking.
something
Have fun.
weird happened.
Something weird always
What,
happens.
weirder,
Yeah, I
weirder
mean,
than the banjo
weirdest.
player being stolen by a
No, that
bounty
was,
hunter?
that was pretty good.
Well,
yeah,
that's
that's
weird,
true.
but
That was
yeah.
pretty good. I have to say.
I'm weird with the audience, like weird audience.
Yeah. Like weirdest request.
Weirdest request.
Weirdest request. That's a good one.
I don't know if it's the weirdest one, but I thought it was one of the. We've never had a request like that before, where somebody came up and requested a song, and they said, "Play the song that you like the most."
Oh, yeah.
And it's not really weird, but it was. We've never had
Kinda
that
threw
happen
you, yeah.
before.
Yeah, sometimes they'll ask for me to play my favorite song. This guy came to see us, and he knew my backstory about Nashville, and he said, play the song that was your go-to song when you were playing on the street. Like, did you have a song that was your go-to song?
Right, when you're-
and that was a very cool request. That was one of the
that
neat,
was-
neater
And what song
requests.
is that?
I like Blue Sky by the Allman Brothers.
Sure.
And I used to close, if I had a crappy day and people were mean and it didn't make any money, that was a song I would play and it would put me in a good mood before I left.
Yeah. Okay.
That was the one that that was a palate cleanser.
Yeah, that's great.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
Okay.
nice.
I haven't really had any weird
Really weird
stuff.
or
Not
odd
really,
experiences?
no, weird audience.
Well, we'll make sure we
members,
fix it next time we see you.
Yeah.
Oh, what?
The little girl and Frozen. That was
Oh,
fun.
it's not weird, but it was adorable.
that's
Oh no,
weird.
I know it's a good one, dear.
What?
We'll go with memorable.
No, this was an extremely cool gig.
What?
We played the Wolf Sanctuary in Lidditz.
Where's that?
Well, that wasn't
Lidditz,
weird.
Lidditz, Pennsylvania.
No, but okay, so it's a place where they take wolves who've been
Yeah. Right.
when the zoo closes down or somebody gets busted for having illegal animals and anything, and
take
they
the
need a place to
wolves,
take them. That's a sanctuary for them. And we played there. The first time we played there was December.
Was it a
and
full moon?
It was a full moon.
Oh,
And
Playing with the wolves,
Oh,
howling.
now you're,
wolves
are you
were
serious?
howling
You
while
open
we were
with- you
playing.
open with Bad Moon Rising?
We didn't, but they
Oh, Werewolves in London.
They sure,
Ow.
they
did
sure
that.
sang along.
We did do Werewolves of
Oh, that's perfect.
They sang along, and that was one of the cool.
The
it
wolves
was
sang
eerie.
along?
It was eerie having them
That's
sing along.
probably the most memorable.
That was.
That's
that was really
great.
cool.
That's a,
It was cool. I have video. Too.
that should be
Yeah.
in a movie. That's really funny.
It was
Just out of
great.
coincidence.
It really
It
was.
was fun.
Oh, that is
All right, let's
awesome.
talk about
But
this.
Before we talk about that, though, we
Yeah.
got one question because when we were listening to them today, we said because they talked about something, we said we have to ask this question.
Oh, yeah.
What is your guitar's name?
Yeah.
Here we go.
Because you
Okay.
talked about naming
Yeah.
your guitar.
Yeah, we want to know.
My very first guitar is Junior, and it's a little Epiphone.
Junior?
And then Junior, and
Okay.
and I didn't like the sound of it, and he played really hard. So this was actually our first date. He said, "Let's go to
Appalachian Bluegrass.
Appalachian Bluegrass in Maryland, someplace,
Cantonsville.
Captain'sville."
Yeah.
And I went in there and
Just outside of
I got
Baltimore.
an
I know where
Eastman
it is.
guitar, beautiful
Ooh, those are
guitar,
nice.
and he named him Red, so he's Red.
Red.
And then I went to where did we go? Pittsburgh.
Yeah, Acoustic Music
Acoustic
Works.
Music Works, and I bought a Hudson Dalton guitar, and that guitar's name is Maybell. And then I bought another Hudson Dalton, and that's the one I played today, and that one's Freya.
Freya.
Like the
Freya,
goddess.
like the goddess.
Okay, that's nice.
Freya's
Yeah,
awesome.
I like
Up-
that.
Freya's
Up
awesome.
to this point, I was like picturing the Ponderosa.
Junior. And,
You know.
well, now we got Freya.
And then
I got Freya.
the resonator was my guitar before I gave it to him, and his name is Finn
Cool.
McCool.
Finn
Because
McCool.
if you know your Irish mythology,
Actually, Finn McBeard, but
yeah, that's where
yeah.
that came from.
and then so his guitar was the only one that didn't have a name other than his 12-string, so he calls him Burl.
Burl.
Well,
like Burl Ives.
No, it's the type of maple.
Oh, burled maple.
Right.
Yeah, sure.
That's where the name comes from.
Okay,
you
Burl.
should see the back of this guitar.
I like
Yeah,
Burl Ives.
yeah.
better.
Burl loves too, and
I grew up on
works.
Burl Ives, man.
It's
Hello,
easy now. I
America.
say, hey, grab Red, do this, or grab Freya and do this, and otherwise he thought, well, let me get my 12-string and let me get my 6-string. Which 6-string? So,
No.
Makes sense.
Now you
to
got
me.
names. Yeah,
There you go.
exactly.
All right.
Children.
All right, let's talk about this.
So let's talk about the wine a little bit more. But again, we're at 868 Estate Vineyards, and a couple of things to point out. I mean, we've already talked about how beautiful it is here. Yeah, show it to the camera. How beautiful it is here. The layout,
amazing.
the vibe here is
Yeah,
great.
it
but
is.
they have great food.
They do.
I mean, we had nachos today.
Oh,
Barbecue
man,
nachos.
those were
They
good.
Oh, really?
excellent.
Oh,
They were
good.
awesome. But yeah, they got a menu
good.
here. They got food that
Yeah.
they offer.
They got bugs.
Yeah.
All you can eat.
And they do have a reputation as a music venue. I mean, that's part of, like, they're not just a winery.
Yeah, because they've got the big
Made a conscience.
Loco Fest coming up.
And they've got this big Loco Fest. I guess they do other festivals during the year.
Yes.
But the next one coming
They
up,
have
let me double check the notes to make sure I
September.
get you the right date. September 6th, which
Yep.
is the Sunday before Labor
Yes.
Day.
Yeah.
Correct.
Yeah, and they always do it on the Sunday before Labor Day. 15 local bands,
Yep.
food trucks, wine, beer.
And it's all to raise money for charity for musicians.
Oh, love it.
Yeah.
Right, so they're
Money-
raising like $100,000. They generally raise and
They,
give
they
it
have
to
raised
the
over
musicians.
$100,000
That's
to
fantastic.
give
Yeah, it's really
musical
good.
instruments to schools and community
That's
programs
awesome.
for musicians. And they were talking earlier when we were talking to them about this today, when we were just talking to the owner and talking to some of the people that work here. Tammy, who brought us the wine. Thank you again, Tammy. They had a 14-year-old that participated in this program, to get
Like a couple years ago.
a
Yeah.
couple years ago, and now has a couple of recording contracts. She's recorded with Carly Pierce
Wow.
and
Oh,
with
wow.
Ashley McBride.
Wow.
Yeah.
That is phenomenal.
Yeah, it's really cool.
Yeah,
That's
it's
very
a
good.
charitable thing, and I guess
Do
they
good
do some
work.
other festivals they have throughout the year.
Yeah, they have the Nova Festival earlier. I think in the spring they have
Yeah.
that, which is the same deal. They're donating to
charity.
musicians
That's-
and stuff
yeah.
like that, which is really
It's awesome.
cool.
And they do have a reputation for having good music.
Yeah, not just music, but having high quality.
Good,
Yeah.
having
quality.
good music.
Yeah.
Yeah.
it's
Discriminating.
Yep. So this
Discriminating.
is their Cab Franc.
great. Yeah.
And this was a gold medal gold medal winner at Loudoun Wine Awards and Best in Loudoun County.
Yep.
And
that's no
it was
small thing.
Nope.
This was also a gold medal winner for the Governor's Cup.
Yeah, that's a big
Both-
deal.
both of
That's a
them are.
big deal.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
It's very
So
delicious
they got some
red.
good wines going on.
Very
there.
delicious.
Yes, they
That
do.
is very good.
Yeah, it's
Yeah. I have tended
really
in the
nice.
past to be more of a red wine drinker than a white wine drinker, and I really like it.
I used to be red. I've switched over to white now more than anything. I think
Yeah.
I don't know why. I've gravitated towards white. You go in phases,
Yeah. You destroyed your taste buds, so now
No,
you're-
I didn't.
Now you're moving on.
I still have taste buds. I named
Keep telling yourself
one's
that.
Bud,
Just like
Fred,
the guitar.
Steve,
right?
Joe,
Festus.
Yep.
Little
Festus,
Joe.
yeah,
Festus.
little Joe,
Festus.
yeah, little Joe.
Hoss. Yeah.
Douchey McDouche, no.
Yeah. So let's get back to you guys though. What's in the future for the Hopeless Semantics? Where are you going?
Well, we always work on evolving the show. I mean, I am trying to play guitar more. Like I said, I'm a baby guitar player. It hasn't been that long. So he's been extremely patient with me to do that.
How long have you been working on the guitar?
When did I start? 20?
Only like 4 years, really.
4 years.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So,
But it's okay.
but I'd
so-
never played before.
Yeah,
right,
no,
and
that's amazing.
Linda, who has all those degrees, and she told me everything she's ever done has come relatively easy to her because she just applies this big brain of hers. But the guitar is frustrating.
It's the hardest thing I've ever done.
It's the hardest thing she's ever done, and it's difficult to pick up a skill like that later in life.
Yeah.
It really is. The later you wait to learn something
Yeah.
new.
the muscle
but it
memory
is.
stuff.
But the great thing is,
click
it's
as
good for
fast, yeah.
it's good for your
Oh, it sure is.
mental
Yeah,
elasticity.
that it sure is,
because
yeah. You're challenging your brain.
You're
calling
challenging
me
your brain.
old?
No, never.
That's good. That's good.
Because she could whip that
Right.
bow around.
Correct
and-
answer. Yes.
Yeah, I drove.
Yeah, oh, there you go.
That's why
yeah.
we closed with the yes, dear. So
That was funny.
I like to be like,
that.
hey, can you guys give me a ride? Right back
But-
to Biglerville.
We're constantly working on different arrangements.
Yeah.
You had some songs in mind that you wanted to do some arrangements
always,
for. So
and
always.
we pay attention to what are frequently asked requests or artists that we get asked for, and then what we'll do is if like people only want like the radio friendly song of that artist and they don't want anything else, we'll try to satisfy that if we
Yeah.
can. But for what we like to do is if it's an artist that name keeps coming up, we'll go through their catalog to
Dig a
find
little
something.
deeper,
What
yeah.
could we do
Yeah.
something with?
Yeah.
What fits us
Yeah.
within that?
That's
So
great.
so we can give the audience what they want, but also keep, feeding our souls as well.
I've noticed something today that I didn't notice other times I've seen you. You're playing more guitar and you're playing more mandolin.
Because she's playing more
which
guitar.
is really cool because that frees him up to do the mandolin
Exactly,
stuff.
that's why we
and
did
it
that.
really
Yep.
works really, really
Well, thank
well.
you.
I noticed
Yeah.
that. I was like, there's much more mandolin going on. Really fancy mandolin playing
thank
too.
you.
Yeah,
And
Appreciate that.
he's an exceptional player.
you are good.
The other thing we've tried to do
I'm a hack.
is because the keyboard has a lot of versatility. There's a lot of different things you can do, signature parts in a song that if I'm just strumming and playing the guitar, there's only so much I can do. I mean,
Yeah.
I do a lot with the rhythm guitar parts, but she used to have a partner and he played and she sang, and that was pretty much what they did.
Yeah.
And now it's much more interactive. She's involved in almost every song.
Yeah.
She doesn't just sit there and sing very often. That happens more with requests than it does
Right.
stuff that we've
Yeah,
worked up.
because we haven't worked it out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But and the other thing is, we hope we can start doing more originals.
Absolutely. That's
Oh,
We-
man,
we've
that'd be
got
great.
enough-
I'm
we've got
looking
enough-
forward to that.
Good.
Yeah, I
'cause we've
really
got,
am.
Yeah, we've got enough originals. I think we could do a 3-hour show with originals.
Yeah,
that's
and
great.
The goal, I guess, that moving forward is to move not necessarily away from the wineries and the distilleries and breweries and things because they've been good to us, but maybe to move into doing festivals and stage shows.
Yeah.
where we plug in and play, and we are artists. Where we're doing a handful of our favorite covers that we have our own stamp on,
Right,
and
right,
originals.
right.
And I
When you-
think that's the eventual goal.
Do you think you'll get a bigger band? Do you think you'll get like a bass player, drummer, or anything? Or stick with the two of you?
I'm the bass player.
if
I'm just saying, but I mean, if you're gonna hit like a stage kind of show,
Yeah, we
like,
have-
think about Hagerstown, right? They've
Right.
got what's
Live at Hub City.
live at Hub City.
Oh yeah,
Vinyl.
we've been there.
Yeah, that place
we've
is
seen
great.
shows there.
Yeah, we know the
Lloyd
owner.
and Sheree.
He actually did our
We
podcast.
did
Yeah.
we did
Yeah.
an interview with them on a podcast.
Yeah, we know them quite well.
That's an amazing.
Yeah, we went
Yeah.
to see John Cowan there. 3 months ago?
gosh.
She had
Watch
never seen him.
And we're like this far away from. I mean, he's
Yeah.
like,
Yeah,
and it's like,
no, it's a great venue.
It's amazing.
What did we see? So Seldom Seen there. We
Yeah.
saw
Selwyn
Selwyn Birchwood and
Oh, nice.
Papa Chubby.
Papa
and-
Chubby's great.
Oh my God, we had
Oh,
so
my
much fun.
goodness.
Yeah, Papa Chubby. It was.
But that's the
yeah,
kind
it
of
was
thing we
stuff.
would love to do. Get into the listening rooms and the smaller venues like that.
Yeah.
Intimate venues or small theater type shows.
Yeah.
but
And
we do have a bigger band.
yeah, we have a
really?
trio that we do
Called Red Horse Ridge.
Red Horse Ridge.
Okay.
And the
Okay.
other member is a phenomenal, also a
Nashville
musician,
guitar.
Nashville musician from Central PA, who spent years in Nashville. He plays slide, he plays lead, he plays acoustic and electric, and he sings great harmony as well as great lead. And so that's a very dynamic act with a bit more of a country/Americana
Okay.
feel to it.
If you ever need a bass player, a stand-up bass player,
I would love stand-up
I
bass.
got a guy. He hasn't played. He was Shenandoah Conservatory. Can play anything.
Wow.
Tour with people.
Yeah.
He wants to play again. He hasn't played in a bit. He
Wow.
wants to play. He plays on my recordings. He's fantastic.
We could have used him when we played the Bluegrass Festival.
That's
Yeah.
the three of that trio with a bass and you guys would be killer.
Yeah.
Because
It
that lays down a good amount of rhythm.
Oh, it does.
Slaps,
It does.
You know,
Yeah.
it's cool as hell.
Yep.
Yeah, that's
No,
really cool. Yeah.
we'll have to keep that in mind.
Let me know.
Absolutely.
I'll call
Okay.
Give us a card.
Now we
I don't
know.
have a card.
So what geography do you guys play in? I mean,
Oh my
we've
goodness.
seen you here.
Yeah.
We've seen you here in Virginia, right? And we know you play in Pennsylvania, Maryland, right?
West
West
Virginia.
Virginia. West
Yeah.
Virginia. Figured you.
We've gone all the way from, let's see, Lock Haven,
Okay.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay.
and above Harrisburg in Halifax.
Okay.
And then we've done Hershey,
Yep.
Lancaster.
Okay.
We've not done Reading,
Okay.
but
Yeah.
we've done Hanover,
Hanover,
Gettysburg a lot,
Gettysburg.
Carlisle, Harrisburg, obviously, and
Carlisle.
Shippensburg, Chambersburg,
Yeah.
That's right, you were in
Hagerstown.
Carlisle.
Yeah. Yeah, so we
forgot
were
about
all
that.
over. Well, I run an open mic. We co-host an open mic every Tuesday
Okay.
in Carlisle, and
Oh,
that
okay.
we're also big on growing the open mic community.
Yeah. Yeah.
My daughter went to Dickinson, and we know
Oh,
Carlisle
yeah.
real well.
My late husband taught at Dickinson.
That's
right.
true. That's true.
Gosh,
Yeah.
that's right.
Yep. And we have friends who
It's a nice school.
Yeah, it's
who
great.
teach there, come out to a lot of the shows too, and aspiring musicians. So that's
Great.
When I first started, there were open mics for me to get my foot in the
Yeah,
door
yeah.
and get on stage and get my feet wet and get a taste of what it's like. And I feel it's very important to give that opportunity back, to have
Yeah.
professional quality sound reinforcement for people. Somebody who cares about whether they sound good or not, makes them comfortable.
Yeah.
And we've watched people come to our open mic week after week and end up getting gigs and moving on and becoming paid performers.
That's cool.
Probably
That's a
five
really
or-
good feeling.
5 or
Yeah.
6 that have gone. Yeah.
That's awesome.
I have to tell you, your mixes are perfect.
Oh,
I'm a recording engineer. I usually criticize everybody's shit I see, not yours.
Well, thank you.
Oh,
Every
thank you.
time I've seen you, I have nothing to say.
Wow.
Because it's
Thank you.
perfect, because you're doing it.
that would be
He's
fun.
doing it
And that's
really,
experience.
really well. Yeah, well,
Yeah, it's not
you
being
learn
genius.
things,
You
right?
make mistakes first.
Yeah, most people have too much bass on the vocal, all
Right.
that nonsense. It's like this
Yeah.
one, nope. Never a peep from me.
Well, it's
So consider yourselves lucky.
no, that's a
Would you
major-
tell?
that's
Would
a-
you tell us if there was?
Yeah.
Yeah, because I want to help.
Yeah.
Not to be a dick, I want to help.
When you have somebody with her quality of vocal, you want to make sure it's clear.
Yeah.
And people can hear it.
Yeah.
You don't want it buried by
No,
the instruments.
no, the
But we
instruments are
also
down
want
here, everything.
we also want the instruments to because
Yep.
we're doing things with
Yep,
the instruments.
yep.
Want to be able to make sure that all of that stands out and
It's
it's not.
perfect.
It's not mud. That's the
Exactly,
hardest
exactly.
thing to get rid of that sort
That's
of
true.
mid mush.
Yep, the mush.
You know,
Yep,
the
you got
mush.
it right. You got
Yeah.
it perfect.
It takes time to figure out which knobs to figure.
It does.
To get rid of that and
does.
to add what you need. Yeah.
So the sun's getting low in the sky.
Yeah,
Yes, it is.
We're
it's
gonna have to
fried.
clear out of here soon. So,
Yep.
where can people go to find information about where you're playing, find your music, that kind of thing?
Probably Facebook
Okay.
is
Okay.
going to be the best place to go.
So the Hopeless Semantics on Facebook.
I think it's Hopeless Semantics
Hopeless
Duo.
Semantics
Duo. Okay.
Right.
Hopeless
There you go.
Semantics Duo.
That's
We
good.
get all of our events there. I mean, we do have Instagram and YouTube, but Facebook
Okay.
is probably the most.
Yeah,
fun.
that's
Okay.
and she often posts our, she updates posts with our schedule of when we're going to be playing and where.
Okay.
Okay.
Very good.
Well, that sounds good. Well, hey, thanks, guys.
Yeah.
Oh, thank you guys.
Awesome.
Oh,
Yeah,
thank you
it's
so
lovely.
much.
We love
Enjoyed
watching
it.
you. We come
Enjoyed
see
it.
you
Thank
whenever
you so
we
much.
can.
Thank
Yeah.
you.
We
Oh my gosh.
obviously will come see you again.
I hope so.
We're in the same
Bring
area
that
you are.
banjo.
Yeah, bring a banjo.
I will.
I do want to though thank again 868 Estate
Absolutely.
Vineyards for hosting us today and for giving us some wine to taste. And if you want to find out more about what's going on at 868-estatevineyards.com, take a look there. And don't forget, they've got their Local Fest coming up September 6th, the Sunday around Labor
Labor
Day.
Day, yeah.
And it's for charity, folks, so buy a ticket and come.
come on.
And so one shout out, Virginia Hickory. And I hope I didn't butcher your last name. Thanks for all the feedback
Yeah.
you've been giving us. It's awesome. We
Way to go,
appreciate it.
Jenny.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah, so if you like us, follow us.
Dudes